Hi artists, I want to show you how to finish off your weaving like I've done here. So I'm going to show you how to do the tassel on the bottom, the fringe, and how to tie on the piece on top so you can hang it. So to get to this steps, we've taken it off the cardboard loom. We have threaded in our wooden stick across the top so that way it can hang. We have tied together these white pieces at the bottom. These were the vertical warp strands. We've also tied that last horizontal weft to the one warp. And I'm going to show you how to add in these green for the fringe. Now your fringe or tassels can be whatever color you want. I think it's smart to use a color that's within your design. I just happen to have green here. So the first thing you want to do is cut yourself all your pieces that you're going to use for the fringe. They're always going to be put on in pairs. Your pieces need to be twice as long as you want them to be. It's better to start too long and then cut them short at the end. So I'm going to cut off some pieces. I'm going to think about how long I want it, fold it in half so it doubles it, cut. Cut a few of those. How many tassels is totally up to you. You just want to fill the space and make it look good. I'll just show you how to do a couple of them. Once you've cut all your yarn, I find that a weaving needle is really helpful for this. So what you're going to do is you're going to take one piece and you're going to fold it in half. Fold it in half. You're going to take the middle, so that folded part, and I like to use the needles to make this step easier. So I'm going to take this folded edge and put it through the needle just a little bit. Just a little bit through that needle. So we're going to use it to help us poke it through on our actual weaving. So be careful, they fall out easy. We are going to just take our needle at the bottom of our weaving, find that first horizontal one, thread our needle through, so that pulls that loop in. Take it off the needle. So we see here how I have the tails on one side, loop on the other side. All you do is just take the tails, push them through the loop, and then just pull out that excess. And when you do that, it attaches it on without having to worry about a knot. Easy peasy. Let me show you that a few more times. Again, so you take a piece of yarn, fold it in half, take that middle loop, put it through your needle, and we're gonna poke it through one little spot on the bottom edge. Maybe I'm gonna add some more in the center here. So I'm gonna just poke it through one section, pull that loop through, take it off the needle, and then again, I take the tails and I tuck it through that loop, tails through the loop, pull out that excess, and it cranks it down tight. There you have it. Now you keep doing this all the way across the bottom till you think it's filled in enough. For me, I would keep going. I got a little crazy on this one. You can do a lot. It's up to you how much you do. I think it's nice to make a pattern out of it, but it's totally your call. Once you have all the ones on there that you want to give it a little bit of a haircut. Trim off that excess. You decide how long it is. I have a short piece there, so I'm going to cut to make all of them match that spot. So I'm going to hold mine up to make it easier, and I'm just going to cut all my yarn, give it a little haircut. My light's turned off. Yep. So get a little haircut so they're all even. Lovely. Another thing to remember is any knots in your weaving all need to be poked to the same side. So I've poked these there. Great example here. See the front side, nice and smooth. The back side has all the knots. So the one last thing we're missing now is the little loop on the top to hang it from. So again, you can choose the color. I'm just gonna use green again because that's what I have available. You want a decent length, so you're gonna have to tie 2 knots for this. So what you're gonna do is you are going to take your bit of yarn, whatever color you want, and you are going to tie it on the 2 sides of the stick. So wrap it around, tie a knot. I recommend 2 knots to make it sturdy. So again, just tie another knot, tight, trim off the excess. As always, leave a little bit of a tail so it doesn't come undone. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. You can decide how long this is going to be. So my string's pretty long. I might tie my knot a little farther down. I wouldn't go super short, but anywhere within there, I'd say is a good range. So I'm gonna tie mine a little closer, so just the opposite side of my stick, wrap it around, 1 knot, and a 2nd knot. Trim off my excess, And there you have it. Now it is ready to be hung up. Please make sure that your initials are on your stick somewhere. So just using a pencil, you can just write in your initials. This helps me know whose is whose. Make sure you take a picture and attach it to the assignment before you turn it in. And there you have it. There's your finished weaving.